quickly do an update on us. But before I do, don't forget to check the Telegram channel. This is actually where I post some of the videos that do not make it to YouTube. And there is a whole bunch of other things there. That's why I also announce about the free online classes that I host. So I announce on Telegram, the Telegram channel. Check the link in the description box below. So, but yeah, that's what you have to do with Telegram. So back to NAS, what you want to do now from here, remember our plan was to buy this dynamic structure to the upside, right? But if you check right now, things have changed. These have now shifted. That dynamic structure was here, and then price bought to the upside, but now the dynamic structure is up there. So technically we are now focusing on this previous high, which was broken by this particular candle there. Okay, can you see that breakout candle? And this whole thing could be just a retest back to this structure. But however, if you were to look at this using the daily box concept, do check the videos that I did. Just type for the 1530 strategy in order to understand what is happening. The 15, just even go to YouTube, just type the Nasdaq 1530 strategy, you will see that. Okay, so you will see that particular video. So this is where we are coming, which is basically today is Friday, obviously, and then we're Thursday, Wednesday. So Wednesday's previous high, can you see that daily high was actually broken, right? Price went into a range a bit, and then there was that particular move. Those who took my classes, my private classes before, you will recognize some of these patterns. Actually, the move between this particular shandies there should be able to give you some nice sales around about that just after that. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. But to those who are watching this on YouTube and you have no idea what I'm talking about, just pay attention to the daily lows and daily highs. You can see the Wednesday's low was this, and the yesterday's low as well was this. Okay, so there is a potential. You can see that here, this is yesterday's high. There is a potential of seeing price coming to Thursday's high. Buyers could start accumulating their orders from there. Let me just use horizontal lines to actually mark this. Okay, like I said before, this is mainly still going to be induced by fundamentals. So sometimes when you're doing this analysis, just check the news as well. I've done a video once more that shows some of the news or where I get some of the news for Nasdaq. Of course, there's a lot that one needs to do as far as also stock market is concerned. You need to understand all these individual companies that are listed in the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, right? So, however, this is the lows, the previous lows, or rather the recent lows. So you can see these lows here were highs from other days there. So most likely to see price coming down to there, buying from there, or it could come down and buy from here. I believe if it comes down to this will be actually the H4 area where buyers are on H4. But on H1, this is where buyers are. I'm pretty much confident about that. So let me see if I can deploy my template there and see where these buyers are actually at. So if I come down to this is where the H1 buyers are, as I said on that daily box. Shandis, can you see that? But I'm suspecting that the H4 buyers are probably somewhere down here. Let's see if we can go there. Yes, the H4 buyers are actually around this particular area, which is basically this previous highs there. So most likely to see price correcting down to this particular area, which is 11,060. Can you see that? We could see price heading down there and then pushing up. So however, this what I'm showing you guys. There is three things that you need to look at. You need to look at the where first, the when, the why. This is what you can look at, and the how. You can also look at the how. So where are we gonna buy this? That's the first question. Obviously, I'm gonna look to buy much lower here. When? Obviously, when price gets there. Okay, that time is not really a huge factor. Time is not really a huge factor. Normalize trading what you see. Trade what you see. Okay, so you might see this thing when at 7 late at night. You might see this thing at 5. You see, so time is not really a controlling factor. But why? Now we come to the why part. Why are you buying? We know where you're gonna buy. Okay, which is structure, which is your support and resistance. This is not a strategy, keep in mind. This is just structure. So I'm trying to show you where I'm going to look for these opportunities to buy. Why are we gonna be buying? Yes, now we can look at when price reaches this area, how or what kind of a signal are we seeing at that particular structure? Is there maybe a reversal candle, a pin bar of some sort there, or maybe some engulfing pattern? Right, this is the why we'll be looking to buy that particular instrument there around here. So around there, this is the where. All right, I hope it makes sense, because a lot of people, they focus mainly on where, but they don't know why they are buying. Okay, so for trend traders, wait for price to actually correct a little bit. I'd like to see that correction down to this area. Yes, the H1 sellers are still pretty much confident until I see a little bit of buyers rather, they're still confident, but I'm waiting for a little bit of sellers to do this. Right, there's a chance of seeing that zigzag, or rather I can call it an ABCD pattern of some sort down to this particular area, and then followed by that, just a correction pattern for those who are familiar with those, and then a move to the upside. That's another thing that you can actually look at. So if but you were to look at another things without a whole lot of things on your chart, obviously you need to have a bunch of stuff that you do. If you move a trend line from here, move it nicely. Let me just erase that. If you move a trend line from there, you can see that this comes down. There's going to be some sort of confluence somewhere down there. However, if you move your fib from here to there, once this candle closes, for sure this area is going to be highlighted as a fib level, because that's very, it's popping out. So you can see almost it looks like a 38 level there. But if we're to drag this obviously to the downside, this is gonna be maybe your 23 level, just around that. I don't have the 23 on my fib. Okay, however, if you were to move this fib from here to there, you can see again this is the 38 level, which is exactly this particular level. Those who took the course, my course before, my class, private classes before, they should know how to use this fibs properly. Nothing major, guys. You don't have to enroll for classes. You don't have to enroll for classes. Some of the stuff you can just search here on YouTube, on other channels. There's like other channels that are have good content, right? Way better than the Vindi channel. Just search those things. You don't have to hey, join. You know, Vindi doesn't do hey, join those things. But if you feel like, nah, maybe I can learn one or two things from this guy, do go ahead and enroll at the end of August. At the end of August, unfortunately, I don't always do these things. I only do it once. I only open once. But I'm not here to talk about that. You don't have to buy anyone's course, whether they are showing you things, showing you vehicles, showing you houses, showing you clothing, and all those weird stuff that people do. Right, you don't have to do that. There is better content on YouTube alone, way better than what you can pay for. Maybe people, they charge 8,000s, 9,000s, and all those. You don't have to move that in, guys. You don't have to join anyone's course. It's me who's saying this right now. You don't have to join anyone's classes or Vindi's classes or whatever case could be, right? There's a lot of content, free content that you can use as well or watch on YouTube. Okay, I've said it. For sure, a whole bunch of South African mentors are gonna be angry because I'm saying this, but this is true. This is true, because people are just like being charged for nonsense. You go there for 2 days and you learn one. Okay, there's free content on YouTube. Okay, sorry for off ramping, right? But yes, the whole idea, or rather what I'd like to do, it's a buy. But this buy, it's this one right there. I'd like to actually wait for this one right there, unless if an opportunity, a nice opportunity is presented round about this trend line, then I'll be looking for that. Another person might ask, but Vindi, if you buy here, won't you be buying against this trend line, since this will be a trend line break? I mean, think about it. If I buy here, I could be buying maybe to go back and retest the trend line before maybe sellers, they start engaging. Can you see that? So me buying here doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going against the fact that price broke out of the trend line, but I could be buying just to capitalize on a pullback or a retest, right? I could be buying just to capitalize on that pullback or retest in this case. So if I'm buying there, I could be capitalizing on this one, this just that pushing back to the upside. Okay, that's another thing, just that pushing back to the upside. I could be looking to capitalize on that one before price comes down. But this is where the H4 buyers are going to be waiting nicely, as I've shown you with the dynamic structure. Let me just deploy that template once more so you can see that this is exactly where the H4 buyers are waiting, right? So as soon as they get there on this dynamic structure, and the first green candle to close there could also be used as a trigger to the upside. Very, very simple, nothing major, nothing dramatic there. If you go to a much lower time frame, obviously you can see this correction nicely. The 15 minutes time frame, you can see this correction nicely, and price is currently breaking out of this pushing down, so most likely to have that continuation to the downside, maybe down to this, and then a move back up later on during the New York session. These are some of the possibilities, these are some of the things. But what you have to do, don't just watch this video hoping to see, oh, is it a buy, is it a sell? You need, guys, you need to be an independent trader. You need to have something that you can use, despite whether there's some nigger saying buy, sell, do this and all that. But at the end of the day, you should at least have an idea as to, okay, when price reach there, I'm gonna look for a certain thing to buy, right? Learn to be independent. Do not rely on people. Do not rely on Vindi to give you analysis. You must at least have something so that you gain confidence. You will never gain confidence if you are not doing the work yourself. You need to do some of the work, despite that maybe you follow other traders, but at least make sure that you know a little part, you know something as well. That's why I'm dishing out this content, so that you guys can at least benefit something, one or two things out of this. Otherwise, without wasting any more time, don't forget to like. If this is cool, let me know in the description, I mean the comment down here. Just let me know. Just say this is cool, Shandis, or yeah. If you are getting moored by Nasdaq, just say you are getting moored. For those who are outside South Africa, getting moored, getting beaten. Yes. Yeah. Comment down in the description. Let me know if you're getting moored or you are mooring it. If you're mooring it, are you beating it, or it is the other way around? Let me know down in the comment box. Okay. Otherwise, check the Telegram channel and don't forget to subscribe. Sharp.